I'd recommend holographics to people because it allows you to take the blinkers off and to start seeing your life and the world as it really is. And that is so important because without holographics, we simply don't see the bigger picture. We simply don't see how everything is connected, how everything plays out for you perfectly as it's meant to be. But until you do that inner work, until you do holographics, you'll just simply never be privileged to see it, and you won't experience those paradigm shifts and that core awakening to what you're really here to do, and the flow and effect that that has in your life for doing holographics in terms of your family, your intimate relationship, your business, your work. It's profound and it touches everything. So if you're yet to do holographics, please do it. It's life-changing.
I would recommend holographics to anyone who loves connection, who loves love, and who wants to gain a better understanding, awareness, and consciousness of who they are and how they show up in the world.
I'm a holistic GP and I think I'm pretty grounded already, but like many of us, I also have issues. Cody is able to process those issues with you in a way that nobody on this earth is doing, in a way that is beautiful and actually gets you to have complete closure of your issues. If you've got that and you need to get rid of those first before you can work on your business and other things in life, then this is why you need to do holographics.
Why would I recommend holographics to people? We all have relationships. We have relationship with, everybody around us, relationship with ourselves. That is what you get to shift the way you view your relationships, the way you've experienced relationships. There's like a whole shift that happens, and hard to describe it, but it's really an experience that happens internally. And that's the shift that creates a whole new way of being, a whole new way of stepping into the world and how you show up. So something that has really opened me up about what I learned was my core wound. It was just so kind of eye-opening and big. And what I got from it is that it's actually my friend now. And I get to bring this with me, and I get to feel this friend and be with this friend. And this friend actually becomes something that guides me in life. So it's amazing. I don't have to get rid of it. It's something that I get to take with me, and that it's actually a gift. It's a beautiful gift. So I get to take my new friend with me that I used to look at as negative or bad. And this friend gets to come with me and lead the way into how to feel in a more deeper way, how to show up into the world in a more profound way. So I am so grateful for this gift that I'm taking with me.
I have been living my life in a way that is just going through the motions and just not even showing up. And to come to Visionary and do the holographics and notice and recognize everything that's playing out in my life and within myself, and being able to change that, it's completely changed my life. And who I am, completely changed who I am as a person, as whatever the fuck I am on this life, on this earth. It's changed everything within me, my thought patterns, my paradigm, everything. I highly recommend holographics to everyone, especially if you're living life in just the motion of getting shit done for the sake of getting shit done, or playing out your stories and holding on to your past and your stories, being able to change that and shift that and feel and notice and recognize why it's all here and why it's all happening. I feel like everyone gets to or should experience holographics. It's a moment in your life that is going to completely shift you in where you're going and what you're doing, and heal where you've been and who you were.
Why I'd recommend holographics. I use holographics as an analogy. You could imagine as you start up in life as the stream and you flow down to the end of your life, what ends up happening is when you experience trauma or setbacks or things that trigger us, we generally put a stake in the ground on the bank, we put a rubber band around ourselves so we don't forget that lesson, so we don't let it happen again. But what ends up happening is we never tend to let it go. So we continue down the flow of life as the current pushes us and pushes us, but eventually we have so much rubber bands stuck around us from things that we don't want to let go from our past, and that creates tension and pressure inside ourselves and pressure on the outside. But by doing holographics, what ends up happening is you actually are able to go back to that point, pull that stake out of the ground, and all that energy, creativity, love comes flowing back to you that allows you to flow down life further. So if you're feeling stuck in your life, in relationships, in business, in yourself, in any area of your life, holographics is something that will help transmute that and help you shift through that wall that you're experiencing.
For me personally, it was transformational and still integrating those learnings. We have gone through 6 days of this work, and it's been such a major change for me. I'm looking forward to you also joining us on this journey.
I recommend doing the holographic so you get to see yourself for the first time. The first time you get to see yourself. I felt like I was living a life where I was unseen, and I didn't realize how much I was actually seen, and I was living through the perspective that I wasn't being seen, and in fact I was actually being seen. So this is why you've got to come to holographics and do the holographics process, so you get to see yourself as others get to see you.